Alright, welcome back to Subnautica. Time for some more randomizer action. We did a little bit of testing at the end of the last stream session. Discovered a few things about how the rocket actually works with the randomizer logic. So it's weird. We'll get there when we get there. But we might actually be able to finish this one. We'll see where we end up. Okay, Wholefish before you run away. Peeper. Come back here. There we go. Right, time to look at some things. So Wholefish runs away very quickly, so I like to just get that out of the way. So filtered water 0 out of 1, so that's probably like the rebreather or something. Good Peeper. I'm gonna believe that that came from the Wholefish and not Peeper. Spinefish, Spadefish. Creature decoy, okay. Vortex torpedo, so that'll be the Sea Glide, because that's 0 out of 2. Composite plant pot, that'll be mobile vehicle bay, 0 out of 3. Because I did remember that while you don't know like anything about the mobile vehicle bay, you know it exists when you first start. That's just one of the knowledge points that you always have. So let's grab bladderfish and a couple of mushrooms, why not? Bladderfish is good because it gives you 4 checks, because it normally gives you the cooked, cured, air bladder, and the filtered water. Now it's given us cooked magmarang, prawn suit thermal reactor, seamoth depth module, and the wall planter, a very knowledgeable bladderfish, but unfortunately nothing useful. So boomerang and garyfish. That's all our shallows fish. We have a quilted double bed. We have a compass, which we don't generally bother using. Cooked garyfish, right, from the boomerang, right? Synthetic fibers. Not desperately useful, but not the most useless thing in the world either. Okay, let's just grab some base materials because we really want to get something up and running before nighttime, just like we normally would. We don't have to waste a lot of time getting Sea Glide and all that sort of stuff, so we just need to get materials. Make a basic oxygen tank. Grab some sandstone anyway. Actually got a decent spawn spot. It's not great, but it's not bad either. It's pretty decent. Considering we've been down in the south area quite a bit. But we were way off east the other time. So we're actually pretty close to the good coral cube. And the geyser as well. So we've got sandstone right at our door. And we might not actually need to make everything that we normally do. Which is an interesting point. Because of how the rocket works. So I kind of teased earlier about knowing how the rocket works now. And so what actually ends up happening is because we're substituting the blueprints that each step unlocks, that actually substitutes the ingredients as well. It doesn't show up on the console as such, but it actually means that, let's just put you there. It means that if building the platform unlocks a cooked hoverfish, you need to use a cooked hoverfish to make the ladder. And if making the ladder unlocks the nuclear reactor, you need the components of a nuclear reactor in order to make that, basically. It's weird. Because I was doing some testing and saw that in the spoiler log it was unlocking benzene, I think, and it took 3 blood oil in order to actually make it. So, yeah. It's a bit of a fun instance. So a make a battery, we kind of don't need it necessarily. That gives us plasteel ingot, which is handy. We might still need that. We might not, to be fair, because if the only thing we need to make is actually the platform. Computer chip gives us advanced wiring kits, normally. No, it hasn't this time, that's for sure. We'll make an oxygen tank, because that normally gives us... it gives us extra oxygen, and that normally gives us the larger tank. So, what blueprints we got here? Plasteel ingot we know about. And then depth module Mark II was from one of them. And coffee vending machine was from another. Okay. Cool. We'll grab that. Why not? You know what? Let's just empty out these as well. So we should be able to finish off this. Oh, we didn't get a gold. That's annoying. I did only break one sandstone. I guess that was ambitious. I thought I came through here, but apparently I either didn't, or if I did, I didn't come in here like a fool. Let's come over here to the normal sandstone area. We'll just grab those. I should also grab some of this because we may need the laser cutter and or repair tool. So they're nice to have. A little bit of setup. At least we got the base up for sunrise, or sunset rather, while it was still daytime. What am I missing? I still didn't get gold? Ah. Okay. A really bad resource like that. Gee. How do I not get gold from any of that? Okay, well. There's still a few more. Was that 5 sandstone? Total of 6 now, I think, that we've broken. Not a single gold. So the next 2 should be both gold guaranteed, I guess. Oh no, we did get a gold. We used it in the computer chip, of course. But we did get 2. That's funny. Okay, now we have our base. Just slightly easier to get in and out of than the life pod. We can condense down some of the stuff probably if we go wiring kits, copper fire. The last we might just leave for now. I need to go grab some like lubricant and stuff. Just dump those in there for now. Keep the spare battery on us for now. I'll need some more table coral probably. Keep that on us for now. I'm gonna finish that locker off, wasn't I? There we go, that's better. Okay, I'm actually gonna take a short break and check my messages. Just update from my wife about her daughter in hospital. Right. Back to it. It's an ad break anyway, so no one's really missing anything. Right, now we want to head to... I mean, here's good. So we know that that stuff's not useful, so I'm not going to bother scanning it. But we'll grab a couple of that. We need some fiber mesh recipe, ideally. We'll just grab a couple of those, and that's just to make rubber. We don't necessarily have the ingredient, the blueprint for lubricant yet. But you start with the one for rubber. Because you start with fins as well, like the recipe for fins. Mobile vehicle bay. That's really handy. That's good, because that's something we're often blocked on. But we need lubricant and power cell for that, and neither of those are things that we have by default. Also, torpedo arm prawn suit. Yay. Okay, so these can go in here. We can make a repair tool in case we want that. Titanium. Oh yeah, we don't need the battery for this. So we've got repair tool now. And now it's nighttime, which is gross. But we have a good light at least, thankfully. Since this is a mod, we have other mods running, which includes the one that makes the Sea Glide light useful, and separate map controls. So that's nice. What else do we need? We need to pick up a stalker tooth, because that's a check. We need to pick up some more fish. Hoverfish, hello. Hoopfish is the next one. There's hoopfish, thank you. So that's another few checks. Good. Yeah, we'll grab some more sandstone, why not? We'll go over towards life 3, actually. I don't really need to see my way there, at least. Any teeth? I didn't just get here, so it's a bit ambitious, but let's just go up and wait. Wait for the doggo. See if he drops me anything. Hey, Woody. Win the game. That's the hope. Yeah, that's the hope. We'll see if the game wants to let me win. But I do at least now know that by paying attention at the end, I can learn what the game wants me to do. Counter. Good. Oh yeah, I can scan like some beacon and grav trap and stuff around here too. I keep getting the cooked fish recipe from the fish, or from something I pick up at the same time anyway. It's the hoverfish one from picking up either the hoverfish or the hoopfish. So I'm going to believe that it was the hoopfish to make me feel better about the randomizer. Yeah, oh, that's contraband. No. Stop it. Should have modded that too. This is on Legacy version, so things like that aren't fixed yet. Oh, come on, dogs. Let's get some more here. Okay, here we go. Now we've got a bit of a frenzy going. So let's drop the first one, because that was a good one. There's already one there. Either of you want to go after that one? No, you're bending over backwards to try and get that one. What are you doing? Okay, you're going after that one. Good. Tooth, please. Come on. Tooth, please. No, that dog. How did you get that lodged in there? Yay, tooth dropped. Let's not die first. Now let's go grab it. Where was it? It was around here somewhere. So there it is. So there's no guarantee it'll give me an emerald class, of course. Anime time. Enjoy anime. I've got that one already. What do we got here? Chic plant pot. Very well. Right, that was useless. Let's go and... But we may need to actually make an emerald glass still, so you know. That's mobile vehicle bay. We know that that is a plant pot. Things you say when running randos. Let's get life pod first. There's the compass. Data box, which should be something else. We haven't quite solved the data box problem. High capacity O2 tank. That's good. That's normally something I'm waiting on for ages, so that's good to have now. So I can immediately upgrade my capacity. Excellent. That cannot be overstated how useful that is. Especially since then I can upgrade to the ultra high when I get that. So beacon fragment. Go. Trash can. Sure. And then up here. Ultra high capacity tank. There we go. Speak of the devil. So we can now upgrade to that, and then after we get the workbench, we can upgrade to that. Thermal plant is the beacon. Not so useful. The trash can. Someone put their ultra high capacity tank into the trash can. Oops. That's the radiation warning. That's true. Yeah, I need to establish like the best order of operations so that I don't get hit with radiation being an issue, which means I should go to the bulb zone fairly early. And having the high capacity tank makes that slightly less tedious, so that's good. Let's put down here and grab, at least clear out the sandstone. I'll take lead. You do need a fair bit of lead too. I'll need 4 minimum. 6 if I make the radiation suit. But there's only a couple of Aurora exclusive checks, so I may not need the radiation suit. Well, let's go up. Cutting it really fine on my oxygen. Let's go here. I'm looking for grav trap. There we go. I don't know what that is yet. And then over here there'll be the counter. And our next foray will be into the red grass through to mushroom and bulb zone, I think. Oh, I went way too far north. So, there's like a counter in around here somewhere. It's there sticking out of the ground, which we've missed before to our detriment. One time that was the oxygen tank, I think. Or fiber mesh or something like that. Okay, so that's that. There's a coffee vending machine up near the Aurora. Just outside the radiation zone, the current radiation zone. Here it is. Coffee vending machine. Guy always gets stuck underneath there. That always makes me think it's a planter. We can now maybe head to the back of the Aurora, scan like engine blueprints and such. Let's check our all for now. So we've got 2 more. Neptune boosters, well, that's good. And a storage module. So we're not sure which was from which. Counter might have been clutch again if that was the boosters. Vehicle bay, here, Reaper. Don't want to get too close to him. I'm actually going to just dive in here and grab this in case it's useful. That's a power cell. Okay, it doesn't give me the blueprint for the power cell, I don't think. It says that it does, but I don't think it has. Yeah, it doesn't actually give me what I want. But I have one now, so that means I can make the... Oh, here's a bridge fragment. This is a rogue piece of Aurora. So that gives me the data bank entry for the Cyclops regardless. Engine fragments, another one of them. Another power cell. Okay, I have 2 power cells now. Well, I can make a mobile vehicle bay and a CMOP or something if I want to. Okay, it could be handy. Another bridge fragment. Sure, I'll scan that and then I'll check what they actually are to know if I care about going any further. But this way I'll know. The one at 2 was the bridge fragment. The one at 1 out of 3 is the engine, so you know which one it is. Ion batteries. Well, we definitely need bridge there. And modification station is 1 out of 2. 2? 2? What else did I just scan? Swivel chair is the engine, so we don't need to care about that, at least. Oh, grav trap? Did I not check after grav trap, maybe? So, modification station might be grav trap. Modification station is a big one to get because that normally unlocks like 10 things. So it gives you all of that knowledge immediately upon analysis. Don't need engine, I need bridge. There we go. Two come at once. Usual story. Cool, so that should have given me the ion battery, which is nice. Don't have any ion cubes yet, but I can now make some ion batteries if I want. I also have some spare batteries I can swap with. Thank you, Reef, back for your contribution. I can also pick up spadefish and such. Scan laser cutter fragment first. Yeah, I thought there was probably a tiger plant around here. It's moving a little bit, but still got spiked. So, spadefish. Inventory's full. Okay. You know what? Let's just drop one of those for now. I'll come across plenty of them later. So we can pick up a spadefish and original. Let's drink that. This gets that out of the way too. Actually get both of those. I could just chow down on everything. So we don't like dying. This isn't hardcore or anything, but it is tedious. Double bed. Wow. Scanner room. Fire suppression system. Oh, we have the hull blueprint. Okay, so we got hull blueprint from something that we picked up. Must have been one of the fish. Thermoblade. Stasis rifle. Not very useful, but... reinforced dive suit is the laser cutter. Interesting. Cooked II. Ion battery now I have. Okay, so that's interesting. So laser cutter was the reinforced suit. Not hugely useful. Seamoth, so that'll be another 1 out of 3. And bioreactor for another 1 out of 2. I may as well just get the reinforced suit from this. If I choose to make it, it is kind of nice just going through the lava zone with that instead. Makes it slightly safer. You know. Still haven't made a big tank yet. I need to do that. I had a big fuss over unlocking it, but I've not been going deep enough to care too much about it just yet. Let's go back up. See what we've now got. So that's that complete. That's the only thing I've got. Oh no, moon pool, 1 out of 3. What's that for? Seamoth. So Seamoth is moon pool, and bioreactor is plant shell. Okay, so not usually useful. Moon pool could be nice. Kind of. Could be nice. Not likely to be useful, but easy respawn point in the lava zone. We're kind of doing this glitchless generally, so we don't want to have we don't want to get super sea glide accidentally, so we don't actually want things that automatically flood. If I want safety in the lava zone, I take the bits for a safety base and just make a usual tube and hatch, which doesn't auto flood and I think at all. It has to be glass tube for it to auto flood. Right, so let's make some glass. 1 more of those, thank you. And then we can upgrade our tank. Wait, didn't I just pick up another glass? Oh, no, I did. Apparently I did something else. I didn't realize. Don't know what I even did. Okay. Probably processed some stuff. It's all good. Okay, so... Oh, and that gave me fiber mesh. Oh. Thank you. I can now condense that down. I'll get 2 more of those and I'll have enough for a radiation suit, and that's relevant. Power cells can go in there. Do I want another tank? Another big tank for backup? Could be handy. I mean, we do have a lot of headroom at the moment, but... Oh, we just need to scan a thing to make the workbench, don't we? And then we can make a ultra high capacity tank, and then we just don't need to worry about pretty much anything, isn't it? So that's useful. Just gonna check my messages again. Yeah, nothing new. Okay. Right, so what was it that gave me the workbench? Grav trap. Right, south. Let's go to the... There's a couple more shallows wrecks that I've not inspected, and it would seem one of them, hopefully, has a grav trap for me. Theoretically, I think it's possible that you do just get super unlucky and not have enough to scan something appear, but that would be very unlucky. Here we go, grav trap. This should unlock like 12 things, because the modification station unlocks a bunch. Yeah, because it normally gives you the thermoplasm. 17! Damn! Including the hatching enzymes, so that's really good. That's good to know early. Filtered water, okay, cool. Cooked red eye, still suit, pathfinder tool, propulsion cannon, beacon, seamless torpedo, camera drone from the scanner room, engine efficiency module, docking bay repair module, thermal plant spotlight. Ah, vehicle upgrade console. So that also unlocks a bunch of extra checks. So the modification station gave me the upgrade console, which gave me a bunch of extra stuff. Nice. We got a good combo there. But I think I'm right in saying, except for the hatching enzymes, nothing useful. We got... I guess I should be thankful. I got one useful thing. Sometimes you don't even get that. Right, what were we doing? I have no idea. Grav trap, we've already got. This, for when we get the radiation suit, because we'll probably want one. Reinforced suit, I could take or leave. So the next step would be to go north, to go to, now that we have the higher capacity tank, we could collect some more quartz so that we can make a second one as well if we wanted to. It's probably not a bad idea. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and that. And now we just need 4 quartz. And 7 years ago, wait, what? That one. There we go. 4 quartz. Some in here. Three. Well, I do have one back at base actually, so that is enough. And then we have our double tank, double tank, burger, please. That. So let's add that in my inventory. There we go. Double tank. Fill that one up. Empty locker. Okay. So, red grass, bulb zone. Maybe gather enough materials that I can build a safety base. Already been through here, haven't I? I left a lot behind. So we might want to save our inventory. Yeah, there we go. There's the titanium that I left behind earlier. We could also overscan something. I haven't actually scanned like the Sea Glide and Mobile Vehicle Bay because I know that they're useless, but that does mean I can't overscan them for some bonus metal. So, yeah, no, could be useful. Nah, it's going to be nighttime when I get there, isn't it? That's a bit tedious. Yeah, I haven't timed this very well. Need kind of refine my windows of opportunity of when I go to places so that it's daytime. So Seamoth was Moonpool. If we get that, I'm not mad. That's probably a good thing just to have in my back pocket. Time capsule. Hello? Nothing against picking up time capsules in this run, because I make the rules. They're usually useless. Enameled glass, advanced wiring, and synthetic fibers. Okay. See, now that is a great explanation or example of why we don't allow them in a normal speedrun, because the 2 enamel glass there, that would be a lot of waiting around for dogs you just don't have to worry about. Still need 2 teeth, but you wouldn't need 4. What do we got here? Rebreather. That's not very useful at all. Get oxygen and then go into the wreck. You can enter the side of the wreck before the aurora explodes. It's a gap in collision, but it's going from inbounds to inbounds, so it's not considered a glitch for the purposes of the speedrun. And it makes it easier to access a wealth of blueprints. Power cell, there we go, nice. Without actually having to get the laser cutter. Oh, okay, we already had propulsion cannon apparently. Or whatever that gave me. You do get things from multiple places, to be fair, so I guess... Or it might be one that we just started with. What's the battery charge give me? Okay, so we have Moonpool now. And there should be another 1 out of 2. Sonar upgrade, okay, well that's what the battery charger is. Ooh, get it, I'm here. I haven't been getting things that I don't need generally, but... Enamel glass, okay, that's handy. Floodlight. That's just a straight unlock. Modification station is a 1 out of 3. Some water. Okay, I think that's everything. Lots of water in here, turns out. Very hydrated wreck. Okay, let's go to surface and I'll check my haul again. What have we? So it's the rebreather we knew about, power cell we knew about, and glass we knew about. So those were the data boxes. Seamoth depth module Mark 3. Okay. Prawn suit depth module Mark 2 is 1 out of 3, so that's the modification station, so don't need that. And that appears to be everything. Okay, so nothing else that we need. Good to know. Going to pause and look at my messages again. Right, so what's our next goal? We've still got to clear out the topper here. Picture frame. Like, our goal is not to scan everything, it's to unlock certain things, right? I do get lost in that sometimes. There's the plant pots. This is a wealth of blueprints normally. So we're just gonna scan everything while we're down here. And worry about whether any of it was useful later. So we have power cell now, though we had already picked one up. We already know mobile vehicle bay. We still need the rocket base, to be fair. We're stuck without that, so we need all of the indoor grow bed, okay. Bench gave me an indoor grow bed. What a bench. We can take some oxygen to just kind of swim along here. Okay. So we have ingots. We have hatching enzymes. We have the launch platform. Okay, so we do have the base, but we need all of the other component bits. It's unlikely, though not impossible, that one of those will actually be stock. Efficiency module. Door grow bed, office chair, trash can, Markiplier. Okay, so nothing desperately useful then. I'll grab one of these, why not? Since I'm here and everything. I will need that later. Let's have something to drink as well. We do have the ability to save our inventory if we want to take a death. And then we can just have some plant bits. It's always nighttime when I come to these places. That's fine. The bulb zone itself is pretty well lit. There's nothing I really care about in the mushroom zone. So normally I've been making a safety base here, and this time I don't actually need to really, because I have a big tank. So that's nice. Bulb bush. Stereo grow bed. I can't remember what this was half of. We'll just get the other half now. That was... okay. Scanner room. I didn't see any of those in the red grasses, interestingly. So that'll be a 1 out of 4. No, 1 out of 3. But it gives us 4 checks if we unlock it. It's 2. Right, let's just go in here. We have the floodlight. We have the light stick. Get the indoor grow bed. Get the command chair. Check whatever this is. Lightweight high capacity tank. Okay. Not useful, but good to eliminate. We have a spare tank. Don't worry about our oxygen. Can't remember if there's much else in here. I think there might be another data bank. The data box. Yeah, through that door. But we kind of don't care because it's not exclusive to here. You can get it elsewhere. Because it's normally the reinforced dive suit, which you can also get behind a different laser cutter door in the sparse reef or in the dunes by BKFL. And we might just not need it at all. So let's refill our tanks. Still grab a ghost weed as well. So more cooked fish. That's kind of our just duds. We got 28 completely useless things there. Lightweight tank we knew about. Seamoth solar charger. Oh, engine blueprint is 2 out of 3. Scanner room, I think. So scanner room is useful for the first time in its life. Cool. So let's see if we can find us another scanner room around this wreck. If not, we'll go hunting in the red grasses. Now then there's a data box at life pod 12, which is normally the repulsion cannon. Then there's a couple of things at the further bulb wreck as well. So this will be engine. Hey, Mr. Smarty. Welcome, welcome. Engine blueprint. Excellent. Power transmitter. What are you? Something secretive. Generally, if it doesn't shout out what it is, it probably doesn't matter. There's probably the range upgrade. It didn't have a gold thing on it, so I'm guessing it's probably just the scanner room range upgrade. If it doesn't come up with a thing saying, like, blueprint unlocked, it's usually not useful. How's it been? It's been okay. Cured Reginald. Everything's fine now that I know how to cure a Reginald. Last few weeks been a bit tumultuous, that's why I didn't stream last weekend, but making up for it by squeezing one in here today. Might squeeze one in tomorrow, we'll see how we go. Empeel, please. I've raised you better than that. So still suit we know is going to be still suit because we don't know how that data box works. Some data boxes have weird logic. Bar table. We don't have bar table yet. This is one of the worst places we could be getting it, but we don't have it yet, so we'll get it. Office chair. Apparently we don't have that yet either.
30 seconds.
Cool. Did I fill up my other tank? Let's start heating up just in case. I did. Good. It's just knee-jerk reaction, just in case. you need to play this game, I would wholly recommend it. And I would suggest playing it normally before you do crazy things like this with it. You are seeing it in its strangest state. There will be spoilers, though, in terms of like where to go and such, but it's often hard to actually remember things from watching someone. So you're probably fine. Cooked spadefish. Excellent. Once again, everything's good now. I can actually just park over the top of brain coral. 4-man surface. Okay, what do we got? Cooked spadefish, cured regional, cured hoopfish, cured spinefish, ultra glide fins, and I thought there was 6. I only saw 5, but yeah, nothing useful. The only thing we really care about at this point is the rest of the Neptune and maybe the last piece of the Cyclops. We might not actually need the Cyclops though. It's mostly just about the Neptune and the enzymes, and that's pretty much it. So we're halfway to go mode already, pretty much, quite frankly. Sitting in the library for about 2 years, I've got lots of games like that too. Auto sale around you mind you forgot your own or haven't got to. Yeah, same. That's a big mood. Where am I? I'm in the really remote part of the bulb zone. There's the, yeah. There's that. We're in a place that we're not normally. So I should probably move back to where I should be. Obviously, I'm very, very, very biased, but I would definitely recommend actually jumping in and playing this. From a casual perspective, the later... Oh, that one's empty. I need to go refill my tanks. That's right, I was using the table coral, but not brain coral. But I need to go up and fill my tanks properly. What was I saying? I was saying something. From a casual perspective, the latest patch of the game is really good. Like, it's pretty smooth. It's certainly much better than it was on launch. They've added in a bunch of extra stuff, kind of backported from below zero, which makes no sense thematically, but whatever. It's one of those things of, you know that was a sequel, right? You are allowed to have things in it that you don't have in the base game, but whatever. They messed around with that. They patched a lot of the glitches, which is, again, great from a casual perspective. Terrible from a speedrunning perspective, unless you're into the glitchless run, which is now cheesed like hell because there's an unstuck mechanic that lets you just completely gain ground with no penalty whatsoever. Yeah, they really didn't think a lot of their changes through. But yeah, best time to get into it. Means if you're about to get eaten by something, you can just go unstuck and it'll just pop you back away from danger, basically. Pretty handy. What do you... Oh, salvage. Why do you get salvage down here? I'm mostly just after the eye stalk and maybe the ghost weed. Didn't actually need the eye stalk, come to think of it. I have a lot of stuff that I don't need. I'll just keep that. And I've got one more thing to get rid of. I'll just get rid of that. And I'll make a safety base and just die. Just die in the brine or something, maybe. Is there anything else that I should check while I'm down this way? There probably is, actually. Instead of dying, I should actually go through to the mountain. But I kind of want to go there from the opposite direction because I want to go past the underwater islands. So maybe not. It's tricky. I should drop... I don't need that much copper and I don't need that much titanium. We'll pick up an aerogel. Because that unlocks a bunch of stuff. Well, 2 things, I think. 2 is better than nothing. So that's a couple of checks. What else could I get? I could get nuclear fragments around here as well. Swap over that, so it keep complaining at me. Don't care about cheesing the last 8 seconds of oxygen. I need hull fragments as well from maybe the mushroom forest. So let's go down to the brain coral that's down by this wreck here. Since we're here and everything, why not? Maybe I should just save my inventory now. So then at any point I can either drown or find a reaper. Or biters. I could also just get swarmed by biters. That works too. Jeez. Settle down. God. Bloody hell. Okay, I'm safe in here. I'm not breathing, but I'm safe. Okay. Cooked boomerang. Okay, well that's not useful then. Wow, lots of walls. Okay. You guys are very eager. Nuclear fragment. So that's a 1 out of 3. Is that anything useful? Quickly look. Hydrochloric acid. That's very useful. Or maybe very useful. If we needed to make the Cyclops as normal. And shield generator and all of that stuff. Grappling arm. Can actually get elsewhere. This is not the arm that I want to appear here. I'll get it anyway, and then I'll just die. I'm just going to take the death here. That's fine. Take the death, head back. We'll come back the other side. Unity situation's gone from bad to shit. Yeah, the weird. They did their like partial walk back or whatever. So we have hydrochloric acid, which is handy. I still kind of want to stick to the idea of Neptune cockpit. I don't know what that was from, but that's handy. That might have been to the torpedo or the grappling arm, actually. I'm guessing. We have a depth module 1 out of 3. I'm not sure what that one was even from now. Top of my head. Multi-purpose room, not too useful. That's fine. Okay, so yeah, I'm wanting to kind of stick to the kind of thematic idea that I need to know how to make like that. Like I need to be able to make the shield generator and such. Even though I won't actually have to make it. I want to know how. I want to know whatever. So I need diamonds and such as well. Theoretically, I'd need another 2 teeth. I'm not going to worry about getting all of the materials that I would normally have to make things. Just the blueprints is enough for me. That's fine. I need a diamond so I can make the modification station, don't I? Yeah, need a diamond for that. Well, let's go to the jelly shroom cave. Get a bunch of stuff. Swap out the low battery for the high battery. So jelly shroom cave. Actually, speaking of swapping batteries, let's just do that now as well. So I'm just started learning Godot. I'd never heard of that outside of the play. But okay. There's too many languages and engines and such. I guess most of the engines use just the same language. It's probably all C# or whatever, but C#. But there's a lot of them. It's confusing. I don't know, learning something like that sounds like a lot of work. Sounds a lot like what I do for work, so I'm disinclined to do so. I was going to at some point. I do have a couple of fun little ideas for a game, but no idea how to put them into practice, so meh. would just be another side project that never got finished. I've got enough of those as it is. I need to do more practical things around the house. So, coming down here, we will be scanning the multi-purpose room, which takes forever. Safest to do inside so that the danger noodles can't grab you, but we'll play it risky. Command chair, yay. Spotlights. Grab some of these. I need at least 3 more lithium just for a bigger tank. Here's my diamond so that I can make said bigger tank. Power charge. Oh, go away. See, that's what I was worried about. They're just a pain. They don't even do much damage to you, they're just a pain. Thermal plants, stasis rifle. Let's get inside before he does that again, shall we? Okay. Desk, we've already done the filtration machine. Swivel chair, apparently, we haven't done yet. Okay. Oh, the desk was the filtration machine. Hey. Grab that just so it's easy to find the other base if we need to. Come through here. Swim charge fins. Can be handy. Ah, the double bed we've already scanned? Remember doing that? We already know whatever it was. Put it that way. Swap things. And we've still got to scan the observatory. I'm going to do it from inside since the danger noodle's been a little bit hasty. There we go. Seamoth. Okay, well, maybe. It's a definite maybe. Through here, thermal plant. I can't remember what that was. I don't think I've looked. But if I just grab that and grab the stasis rifle, then they're just done. Single wall shelf. Wow. Alright. Now, I wanted a couple more lithium, ideally. It's not the end of the world, really. I want to grab Oculus and an eye too while I'm down here. So I want to just not die would be handy. Diamond. Potentially we'll want another diamond. Make it 3 to get a laser cutter. Well, I guess I only need 2 because I'll be recycling the workbench one. Well, there's 3 anyway. I want more lithium. I need 2 more lithium. That's fine, whatever. Let's get out of here. Oh, that was an eye. Can we get another eye on the way up so I don't have to come back down? I guess I can go to a different spot. Oh, there it is. Good. And still enough oxygen just to get up. Let's just dump you out. Just enough. Pop. Alright. Seamoth. Swim charge fins. We know about those. Thermal reactor module. Still no hull for the Cyclops. Robed power cell charger. We actually have the power cell charger? Okay. Interesting. Power cell charger itself is something else. Alright, well from here I think we go to LifePod 7, right? I think so. Cooked whole fish must have been the power cell charger. So LifePod 7 and then Grand Reef Wreck. I should actually make myself a thermoblade. I was kind of semi-hoping that I would have gotten a thermoblade out of that time capsule, because they're very commonly in them. Because then you can just cook fish as you go around. That's one of the things that I'll be making probably if I do make myself a modification station. Assuming we get that far. Then we'll be trying to make sure that we have Thermoblade, ultra high capacity tank. Then we don't need a backup tank, basically. If we do have a backup tank just for the sake of it, then that's fine, but it's yeah, definitely not a necessity at that point. And I always get lost at night time here. Here it is. Didn't get lost at all, actually. Unusual doll. Only place you can find that, so that just clears that. Cooked hoverfish. Blue tablet. Well, that's useful. I mean, blue tablet is of limited use at this point because you always... Oh, I should have grabbed a sea crown while I was going past the red grass, actually. Blue tablet, you always have to go through the lava zone before you can make it anyway, because that's the only place you can find kyanite. So it doesn't let us skip logic, but we do need it. So to gain access to the PCF in a glitchless manner, you need 2 blue tablets, and the game only provides 1. You must make a second. So what fragments do we have here still to get? Thermal plant we've gotten. Moon pool fragment, I guess. Let's grab a couple of these as well, why not? Grab a second one of these. Drill arm. Yep. Drill arm, moon pool. Looks like this must have loaded in before we actually got the scanner, but that's fine. So, what do we got here? A couple of 1 out of 2s. Drill arm and propulsion cannon. Okay. I'm going to choose to believe that the drill arm gave me the propulsion. Yep. Good. Cured red eye. Okay, well that's crucial. So glad I got that. Moonpool fragments, that gets me drill arm. And then grapple arm is usually inside the wreck, and we already have that. There is also another data box inside, I seem to remember. But it's awkward how to get to it, I think. I can never remember how to actually get inside to the part where the other data box is. Gotta go through, like... Not the door. There's... I do have a spare oxygen tank. This, perhaps? Here, and in here. Well, if this is it, then we already have it, so... So maybe we already have it. That door looks like it should open, but it doesn't. There's a laser cutter bit at the top as well. Yeah, so there's just EDA there instead. I'm not sure whether or not it's somewhere else. Where does this lead me? Drill arm fragment, we already have that. So this is a different area with a different door, but I think that's the door that goes through to the other part, perhaps. Oh, then we just go out the bottom. Right. Okay. Well, I don't know. So I think there is normally 2 in there, but we may already have whatever it was going to give me. So, possibly irrelevant. Now, is there anything I need from down this way? The floating island. There's the bulkhead. Literally the only thing on there is the bulkhead. Purple tablets. We don't have that yet. We haven't gone to the mountain yet. So I guess that as well. Fill up our tanks. Drink. Can't eat, unfortunately. I guess that would be the other thing with going to the island, is we could grab some sustenance. Yeah, why not? We'll go get the bulkhead. From there we could also go down to the further wreck. Scan the quilted beds.
Calorie intake recommended.
What else is there? Some data boxes. In your opinion, does commentating make a game harder or easier? It depends entirely on the game and what you're doing for your commentary, I think. Personally, I find it generally easier if I'm just kind of talking my way through it. All I generally do is I'm just externalizing my internal monologue. These are the thoughts that would normally be zipping through my head anyway. About the only difference is that I will take a little bit longer to process things as I talk my way through them instead of just internalizing it and just acting on instinct. So you get a little bit of the kind of slowed down process. I understand some people find it a bit more distracting, trying to do two things at once. Yeah, I personally don't have an issue with that side of things so much. I mean, a little bit. I definitely find it harder to do commentary while I'm doing an actual speedrun, per se. Something more casual like this is fine, but can definitely be tricky. A lot of it depends on also if you're like trying to explain different things. Like if you're just talking through what you're doing, that's different to if you're trying to explain things about the game. Or like interfacing with chat or anything like that. Because if you're trying to follow a conversation and read something else, then that's definitely more distracting. That's why generally any time that I've been doing an actual like submittable speedrun attempt, I will not be streaming. I used to do those on stream. These days they'll be offline because otherwise I just won't be paying attention to chat anyway. If people want to come along and watch anyway, that's great, but I've generally just been doing them offline. When I've been doing them at all, I haven't been doing them for a while, so not had time. Or not had time when I wouldn't otherwise be wanting to do something like this. I don't think I even need anything from up here, do I? No, I just came all the way up for the view, really. And I don't think there's anything on the other one that I need either. We've eaten something, we've gotten the purple tablet, which we haven't actually checked what it gave me yet. 6 blueprints, just from that. Okay, interesting. Did it unlock the scanner room or something? Cured red eye we knew about already, so I guess it was that too. Ah, it's those things as well that we already knew about. Did the bulkhead just give us the bulkhead? I'm going to choose to believe that the bulkhead gave us the nuclear reactor instead, and that the purple tablet gave us the bulkhead. There's a big theme with this particular seed of me getting the thing that I would normally get at the same time by virtue of something that I've gotten just, like, adjacent to it. Kind of amusing. Like I keep picking up 2 fish, and the second fish will give me the cooked recipe for the first one. Isn't this game technically a horror game? No. I don't think so at all, to be honest. I don't think it technically is not. It has elements that some people consider to be aspects of a horror game, such as creepy crawlies and big monsters. But you can, like, normally we just ignore them, right? So nothing about the game relies on jump scares or horror elements at all. Like the gameplay in its purest form does not have any of that. It has areas that some people consider perturbing, creatures that some people find difficult to deal with. You would carry fish. Things like when the Reaper grabs you and stuff, you know, it's jump scare-ish if you're not expecting it, but if you know it's there, then you're kind of expecting it. Vending machine. So I generally don't find this game scary in the slightest. Like, yeah, you can get jump scared if something catches you unawares, just like in any game. That can happen anyway, right? Yeah, it gets the horror tag added to it by users because people are scared of things that the game happens to contain. That's not the same thing. It is not a horror game. It is a survival exploration game. It's barely a survival game, let's be honest. It's mostly just an exploration game. Yeah, to people with specific phobias, sure. But again, that's not a horror game, that's just a game that you probably shouldn't play if you have specific phobias for things that... Yeah, it's a game set in the open ocean. Don't play it if that bothers you, right? It has spider-like things. Don't play it if you have arachnophobia, you know. It's like saying that any game that happens to have spiders in it is a horror game. Skyrim is not a horror game just because it has spiders. So we've done Island, we've done Far Reef Wreck. We can now do Treader's Wreck. Kind of working our way around. We have a purple tablet that we can go down into the cache, for example, and get some ion cubes. We can then start making some ion batteries for ourselves. Normally we would need 4 of them. We kind of don't. We know that we're not going to need them to make the rocket. Just because of the way that the randomizer works. So just to explain for anyone joining late, the randomizer does a weird thing, or this one at least does a weird thing. Because we're just replacing the blueprint that the rocket stage unlocks, the game then thinks, oh, building the launch pad has unlocked the gantry. The gantry blueprint has been replaced with a cooked hoverfish, therefore you need a hoverfish to make the gantry. Kind of fun. Like, I don't like the idea of randomizing recipes generally, like for the entire game, because that makes everything pretty tedious, but just for that specific bit where you're only building the rocket generally when you've unlocked every other part of the game already. It's not that hard to then go around places. Now we need to be careful here because the warpers actually care about us for a change. Normally they don't when we're here. Let's just go up. We do have a spare tank, but I'm just going to go up. Pretty sure the game mentions thalassophobia in the store. Well, they would have to put a tag on it for the people who don't realize that a game about underwater exploration might trigger something. You know, it's a responsible thing to do. Doesn't mean it's a horror game. It's still not a horror game. Vending machine, bench. Those are the things that we did. Well, bench wasn't, but... Oh, why can I not say bridge blueprint? Lidge blueprint. That's the second time I've had that. So, the hull gives us the bridge. That's a fun shuffle. And grav trap comes from something. Ion power cell. Okay, I didn't even pick up on what that... Oh, that was probably the quilted double bed, actually, because that's just a straight scan. So the quilted double bed gave us the ion power cell, so that's good to know. The hull fragment gave us the bridge fragment, so we need that. The propulsion cannon we can ignore. Hull fragment... And there was another one around, wasn't there? Sure, I remember seeing another one. Yeah, right. We'll grab some deep shrooms while we're at it. Leave me alone, warpers. Normally we are cured by this point, so the warpers don't follow us. 3 of those. There's one in the cave? Wow, rude. They are angry today. Do we have a couple of titanium? We do not. I was going to make the wreck just disappear. Okay, here's our couple of titanium. Normally you need the laser cutter to access everything in this wreck. This is a glitch-less run. I am still going to do a magic trick here to make the wreck disappear, simply because it's just more tedious than exploring it properly. Cured whole fish, yay. Means we don't need the laser cutter. Cured eye, fantastic. All of these crucial recipes that we'd miss out on otherwise. And prawn soup fragment, we get a hint. You can only get all of the prawn soup by going inside the Aurora. That just gives us a hint as to what it would be. Usually people love ATS DLC, but Oklahoma only has a 75% positive rate on Steam. Interesting. There's a variety of reasons for that, I think. Okay, cooked whole fish is still on our 2. Cured whole fish, though, we've almost got all of the cured fish. There's 14 of them, and we've got 13. So we still don't know how to make lubricant, which is a problem, because without that we can't make the mobile vehicle bay. That's our biggest stumbling block at the moment, is lubricant. Purple tablet we now have. Interesting. Propulsion cannon we now have. That's interesting. Normally unlocking the Cyclops gives you a couple of things, so that's where those have probably come from. Oh, we also have scanner room, which I didn't realize. So, the prawn suit is the observatory. Unlocking the scanner room gives us like 4 blueprints, so maybe that happened too. Picture frame. Look at this photograph. I need to eat. Mostly in the game, but kind of also in real life, but that can wait. Mostly just in the game. Yeah, so is it Oklahoma only has 75% positive rate on Steam? I think people are getting a little bit of DLC fatigue with Truck Sim by now, and also Oklahoma is kind of a sort of state. I think you could quite easily understand people thinking that, well, maybe they should have just done that with the one above it, or maybe they should have just given Texas its hat as part of that DLC, you know. Texas was obviously huge, so expecting more than just that is a bit much, but, you know, I can understand it. I can understand it more like doing it with the one above it. I can't remember what the one above it is. I'm sorry, please don't persecute me for, but... Kansas? I think Kansas. Like, you could have done Oklahoma, Kansas. But they didn't. I'm fine with it, but I can understand people being a bit fatigued by the idea of it. Especially after a massive DLC, then being like, this one's small. You know. It depends what it is that people are complaining about. Like, the percentages don't tell much of the story. What matters is what people write. If people are just writing just lazy comments, then you can just ignore those. I mean, I enjoyed Oklahoma, but it definitely didn't have the same sort of wow factor that, I've wandered into a cave. Oops. Didn't have quite the same sort of attraction as others have. There's just not as much there. I mean, that's just a problem. Oh, whoops, I accidentally swapped those around. That's just a problem you've got with those central states in general, right? We're not done Torpedo Arm yet. I guess not. It's the one arm that we're missing. Oh, there's the Aurora explosion. We don't have time to get to the surface to watch it, sadly. We're just going to have to know that it's happened. Yeah, maybe we can try. I don't think we're going to get there in time, though. There's that lubricant that popped up. I think that might have been lubricant. You pissed off the 9 people that live there. I know. I'm sorry. Those 9 people matter too. Just missed the explosion. If we'd gone up immediately, then maybe we would have seen it. There we go. Little bit of ending fireworks there. Now, we don't have much battery left. We don't have much food left. But we've picked stuff up, so we don't want to take a death. So we get the 3 unlocks from the radiation suit. So lubricant we do now have. Excellent. Cooked Oculus. Fantastic. Neptune fuel reserve. Okay, so we now have all but the gantry for the Neptune. So we still need the ladder. But we have the gantry. We have the most of it. So we have the Cyclops, but we don't have the shield generator. We have most of the rocket, but not the gantry. We now have lubricants, so we can make a mobile vehicle bay, which is important. So we're getting there. We're putting the pieces together. Slowly but surely. Just gonna forage for some lithium real quick, because we want to take that back with us too. Some vac packs with food would also be really nice. Thank you, Mr. Smarty, for the alt, sorry, for the 10 random bits. Alt account having bits again, I guess. Can I find some lithium, please? Yes. 1. I need at least 2 more just for the tank. I'll also need a ton more, but I can get them from the mountain like I normally would. I also want to pick up a blood oil to see what that gets me, because this would normally get me benzene. Oh, I can eat gel sacks, come to think of it, can't I? They don't give me much, but they give me something. They give me 5. That's actually more than I thought. What the hell was that? Oh, there's a tiger plant hiding in there. We get there's tiger plants around here. That keeps my food going a little bit longer. Oh, not much lithium around today. Here we go. Good. Oh, and then there's a few more for good luck. May as well stock up with a few more. And you know what? Let's just chow down on some more good old gel sacks, eh? Om nom nom.
Vital signs stabilizing.
More lithium. That's 6 now. Normally you get the ultra high capacity tank here as well, but we've already got it from the jelly shroom cave. It's kind of weird that they do that. I can't remember what this was going to give me, but we're just going to get it anyway. I also think I'm probably going to die because, no, I do have my replacement tank. I thought I'd forgotten to fill up my replacement tank, or had already used it. I'm just going to drop that because I don't think I'll need it. I know I won't need it. Okay, we have all the cured fish. Fantastic. Cured fish % complete. Anything else useful? Randomly going up while I look at my blueprints. Nothing else useful anyway. The only thing I care about at this point is the Neptune gantry. That's the only thing I need now, I think. That and the shield generator, actually. 2 things. We could be different people. There's my... At least it ran out that close to the surface. You know what? I have a 100% battery in the repair tool that I do not need. Or may not need. I mean, we might need to go to the Aurora. We don't know yet. I am going to... we definitely just did that. No, we didn't do that. Okay. Let's refill our backup tank. Because I don't have enough materials to make myself a backup base. So let's do that. And let's dive. We should also actually get some sandstone, because gold and silver lets me make the ion batteries, which will make things much better. You basically just then don't need to worry about swapping batteries ever again. So I should do that. I'll grab some on the way back through the red grass, perhaps. Should have space. Just going to work our way down into the Deep Grand Reef and check out the blueprints that are down there. It's the sort of place that we'd normally just make a one-way trip and then die, but again, not enough materials for backup base. I could gather some, to be fair, but I can't. We've done 1 death walk only, so it's pretty impressive. It's bad enough that I'm talking to myself streaming, let alone people talking to themselves in chat too. It's absurd. We pride ourselves on absurdity here. Coffee vending machine we've already got. Single bed we can get from here. It's also in the Aurora, but hey, we can get it here. We don't have to go to the Aurora. It's pretty much only 2 checks you get from the Aurora. And that's from the 2 data banks that are there. And the prawn suit, if you don't already have it. Radiation suit. Cool. Yeah, interesting scanning that and the The data box pickup, technically different triggers. Polyaniline as well, that's good. Still need to make hydrochloric acid, because that's a check as well. Will you guys keep it down out there? I should probably check these not while I'm here, since I don't want to drown for a change while I'm in here. You know that thing you said about how you don't want to die here? Maybe pay attention to that. Cuttlefish is not a check for us. Floodlight, wonderful. Pick up the orange tablets. Nothing else to scan. Moving on. Data box. Already in PDA. Let's get out of here. It's the orange tablet you just have to pick up. The cuttlefish can be a check, like scanning the cuttlefish or just having it in your inventory can be a check. If you really hate yourself, play chaos mode. But got insane talking to myself. What does that make me then? Floodlight we knew about. What do we not know about though? Scanner room speed upgrade, wow. Again, only thing I actually care about at this point, pretty much, is the gantry. Alright, let's go up faster so we don't die. There's no way you asked the terrifying monster to shut up. No, I asked him to keep it down, technically, I think. I may have also said for him to shut up. So long as you don't have your light on, those things are not that bothersome, really. The thing with the crab squids is always that they have an EMP on them. Spoilers, by the way, since you haven't played the game yet, but basically it's a case of if you're exploring the big lit up area where you don't actually need your light on, don't turn your light on because you don't need it anyway, and you won't aggravate things. So, a little bit of a tip. If you scan things, so if you can build the stasis rifle early on, it makes it much easier to scan things, and then the data bank entries give you little bits of hints and information. It's basically what the game relies on. Like I was saying earlier about how it's not really a horror game, it's a scavenger hunt. This game is 100% a scavenger hunt normally in a casual sense, because you need to collect the databank entries and you need to read them and piece together some information sometimes from PDAs and things that you scan. Is there any other blueprints I need from around here? I don't think so. Pretty much got everything from around here. Mostly just want some more sandstone. And I only have one spot left, so I guess we're going back. Let's go back to base. And then I'm going to take a quick break. Maybe it's about the man-eating monsters we met along the way. Indeed. Happy Friday. Got to the age where Friday doesn't matter. Either way, happy Friday. It's Saturday, yeah? Thank you for the sentiment. It's Saturday morning here. And I don't think there's ever... I mean, I'm not retired. That's the only time that Friday doesn't matter. I am definitely not at an age where Friday doesn't matter, because I work Monday to Friday. It's not about age, it's about lifestyle. And my lifestyle is such that I still have to work for a living, so I definitely still need to, well, not need, but I definitely still value Friday. Ion battery, thank you, and 2 ion batteries. Excellent. Now I don't need to worry about running out of juice. I can also make a laser cutter, which might come in handy if I need to gain access to the Aurora.
Emergency.
Where is it? Why is it not showing up?
Seek calorie
Oh, I don't actually know how to make a laser cutter yet. That's right. I want to, but I don't yet. So that's the problem. I was going to make the modification station, though, so I could upgrade my tank. At least one of them. May as well do both, let's be honest. And also get a thermoblade. So that's what the zero charge battery is for. And then I can go eat some fish and not die. So that's always nice. How will Saturday be? Here it's been very tumultuous weather. It's been crazy. Hopefully over there it's nicer. Ultra high capacity tank. Second ultra high capacity tank. We never have to worry about oxygen ever again. Put those in there with those and that. And sure, those two. And that. Really, really don't need that. Okay. Repair tool, we can actually put a battery in properly. In case we need it. Maybe have a 36% backup instead. Or, you know what? Let's just take the ion battery out of the scanner. We do scan a lot of things, but it doesn't actually use that much power. Repair tool uses a lot more power when we need it. Right, fishy, fishy, fishy. Yeah, fishy, fishy, fishy. Thank you. Om nom. Om nom. Ah, tasty peeper. Oh, fish. Sure, I'll eat you too. Good. So, water is a bit more of a concern, but we can get that by doing bleach and such. Maybe we should do that, just to be sure, That. And then we just need a swipe of coral tube. Comprehend time zones. Can't comprehend is 3 PM somewhere and Saturday somewhere else. Well, if you imagine the world being a sphere and the sun being a light illuminating one side of the sphere, and then imagine people living on the sphere coming up with some arbitrary way of describing daylight with numbers. That's basically how time works and time zones work, isn't it? I think that's the gist. Okay, I'm going to take a short break here, go have a bit more to drink, and yeah, I'll be back in a couple of minutes. You can drink bleach in this game. No, you turn it into disinfected water, then you drink it. Right, so we are back and trying to figure out what to do next. I kind of want to grab a sea crown, actually. I forgot to grab one from the red grass. I think maybe we just go there now. Dedicated trip just to get to there. Because I want to have the hatching enzyme on me for when I go down to the lava zone, just makes it a bit quicker. I should have done that on the way out. Because you're not really grabbing much in the way of materials from the red grass exploration loop. And so long as you have the materials for a safety base on you, you can just save anything you pick up anyway. So you just grab all of the plant materials, I think, is probably the best thing you can do at that point. So we're going to head down into the caves over here. Grab some more sandstone as well, why not? We might need some more electronics. Bit of a token gesture, really. So we know we're not going to need to make the rocket in the normal fashion, but who knows what we might require. Let's grab some more of this, actually. So we'll need like 3 of those for the mountain base. We still want to make a mountain base, because we still need to make the blue tablet when we get there. Sea crown. Very underrated plant. It's a bit of an afterthought normally. We see it, we grab it, we leave. It's generally what happens in the run. But quite a pretty plant. I wish I had more use. I do like the mods that give you, like, different recipes for things. Like you can make nutrient blocks with plant materials and stuff. It's kind of a useful idea. Right, back we go. And it's going to be nighttime again. Gross. Oh well. That's a bunch of stuff. Don't really need the lead, but never mind. Guess we could also make the sea moth if we wanted to. If we wanted to go a bit quicker to get there. I don't think it really matters though. And before. We can chow down on some bulbo bush when we get to the mountain. Okay. So what else do we need? We're going to need more titanium as well. One of those for sure. I guess we just dump all of the stuff for now, just to get those plants into my inventory to make the hatching enzyme. Good to have. And then we need how many do we need? Tube, hatch. We don't need to take that with us. We'll need a table coral though. Tube, hatch, and then, so it's only 6, I think. 7. 7. So we need 3 more titanium. Yeah, I was going to say last time I was here, I'm fairly sure I saw a salvage right there, so that's good. And then that's 1 more than we actually need. It's fine. Whatever. Drop back there. So, we still don't know how to make a laser cutter, but we kind of don't care. Is there anything in the mountain wreck that we would want? I don't think so. Gold I'm not going to take because I can find it at the mountain. Ion cubes I could, I guess, take with me, and then I don't need the ones later, but I should have grabbed all 6 from the shredders, to be honest. We could also make a reinforced dive suit. Yeah, we actually have the components for that, so why not? We need 2 more diamonds then for a laser cutter if we need that. We actually have that, so... What else do I need? I thought that was all I needed. Oh, I make it from here, not there. Reinforced dive suit. And now I'll need another couple of titanium. That's fine, we'll get that. But that means we take less damage when we're in the lava zone and such, which is just nice, really. By no means necessary, but it's just nice. It's handy not taking as much damage. Makes the dragons a little bit less scary. We'd be making a safety base anyway. It's a little bit less tedious, should we say, really. Mostly what it comes down to. So, underwater islands. Bit of a one-stop shop for a bunch of blueprints. We already have most of them, I think, so it's not going to be that much of a bumper crop for us. But it is really convenient to the shallows. Theoretically, could have gone there much earlier, but there's more overall checks to the south, so that's why we went that way first. Also, having just the bigger oxygen tanks makes a very big difference. It's not as deep as the Deep Grand Reef, to be fair, so theoretically this would have been a more logical place to come before that, but whatever. From here we're just then going to go all the way down, so We're going to go here. We're going to go to the mountain. Just follow this chain of islands down. We find one that has a wreck. This is a wreck that's safe to deconstruct. It doesn't have its contents disappear when you make it disappear. Ooh, nutrition bomb, that's nice. So we do this in order to make the shell of the wreck disappear, so we don't have to navigate the awkward corridors, because it's just a pain. Just removing tedium. There's not much in here anyway, looks like. Wow, yeah, we've already cleaned out most of the data boxes, I guess. We do not need first aid kits. I missed what that was. Creature decoy is the Neptune gantry. Okay, we now have all of the Neptune. Excellent. We're basically in go mode, I think. Is there anything else we need? Oh, the shield generator. We do need the Cyclops shield generator still. Even though we're not going to be using it... No, jump jet upgrade, okay. We're not going to be using it to actually leave. Like, it will not be a component that is required for the construction. Actually, technically it could. Like, theoretically it could. It's set as like a soft lock protection that it can't be the last thing. Well, actually, it doesn't matter because making the cockpit never unlocks anything. Unless it unlocks a time capsule or something. Not sure. So there might be something weird going on with that, but... yeah, technically there's no soft lock protection required for that. You know what, we'll grab one of those and use it and then just have a spare. There we go. Still need to overscan something actually for an extra 2 titanium. I forgot about that. Well, there's engine parts. So I never actually finished that. Yeah, 2 more of those and I'll have 2 titanium. Some more lithium, sure, why not? Yeah, I'll need more gold. In fact, need that gold specifically for the fabricator. Won't grab too much more because I want to grab the whatchamacallit? Purple tablet. Do I want to go inside the QEP? Probably not. Don't really care. There's 2 ion cubes we can get by doing so. Makes it slightly faster in the aquarium. Yes. That we're just swimming down. Get the second purple tablet from up top. Technically, scanning the broken one is also a different check to the primary one, like to picking up or scanning a normal tablet. I think it's 2 different mechanisms. Prawn suit grapple arm, okay. Well, it wasn't useful, but now we have it. So, okay. Now we need 2 purple tablets before heading downstairs. Boing. So we'll grab this. We don't get anything from the data terminals, purely doing it for the sake of it. Because it's there and it makes me feel better. Yeah, that. I think we can jump up here. Yeah, there we go. Saves a little bit of time than running around to the ramp. Just doing the hundo run through here. Why not? Boing. And down we go. Free falling. A little bit of Tom Petty theft there. And we still don't have the extra titanium that I wanted for the base. Oops. Put one down here. We don't care about it being close to the portal because we're not coming through that way to make the enzyme. Instead, we're just coming through. We'll gather more lithium later. We're just coming through the inside in order to make blue tablet. Words. I got there in the end. We can't get that purple tablet. I want engine fragments, but they're not appearing for me, so I guess we're going for a little bit of a deep dive. I guess if we overscan a couple of things, then we can make a wall locker. Just store some stuff. 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess I need 2 of these, or may need 2 of these. 5, 6, 7. Yeah, moonpool. Good. Eight, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think that's all we needed. And it's certainly all that we can carry. So... Now, annoyingly, I have enough for the hatch or the solar panel and a wall locker, not both. I guess we don't need it to be powered yet.
Emergency power only.
Wall locker there.
Offline.
Fabricator there. Well, we can stash all of these for later. Need 2 more titanium before we can actually make it. I guess we can just grab that on our way, right? We don't need that right now. We just need to finish the solar panel when we get back. Oh, we need the other purple tablet too. We don't need to go into the thermal plants proper in order to get the battery and ion power cell blueprints, because we already have those. So we already know how to make them. But they are 2 checks, and we may need those checks, because we still don't know how to make the Cyclops shield generator, which is the last piece of the puzzle. We're not actually going to need to build it in this particular run, which is nice. It's more of a theoretical run than a real one. You can't sit on the surface in here, you're just bobbing endlessly, so you may as well get out. There we go. Refill our O2. Let's get going. So long as we overscan something... Okay, it's right there. Maybe we do go back and finish the solar panel now. Because we don't want it to be nighttime when we get back and we find that we can't actually make anything. Like if we were to not have anything built, we'd deconstruct the hatch. Oh, that just unlocks it. That doesn't actually give us what we need, does it? Nope. We need to do that again. Damn it. Let's go down to the wreck. This is wasting so much time. It's just annoying. All because I forgot to overscan something on the way. I was meant to do that at the underwater island. There's so much engine fragments there. That's what I was meant to scan. Never mind. Basically, the point is that if you don't have a hatch on the base, then it doesn't generate power. And if it doesn't have... There we go. Like you want the power to be waiting for you when you get there, because it might be nighttime, which means the solar panel's not generating things. I mean, if you have both parts created, then it builds up a bit of power, but we don't have enough metal to have a solar panel and the hatch both exist at the same time. And I'm fairly sure if I deconstruct the hatch from inside, Well, I can't get inside without the hatch, and I can't have the hatch without the solder panel. So yeah, you know, it's tricky. Just take my word. Need to have both exist. There we go. And now, that can start powering up. The base is now active. Because if we deconstructed the hatch now, it wouldn't continue to generate power. So yeah, we needed to do that. And now we need enough metal for a safety base as well. I guess I should have then deconstructed the hatch after it had at least 5 power in it. So that I would have the materials. Oh, what do we have that we... Oh, that's the grapple arm and whatever it was that the moon pool unlocked. I think it was a swivel chair. Yeah. Oh, that was the engine, rather. Whatever. So we have gantry now. Yeah, it's just the shield generator. Shield generator is the last missing piece of the puzzle. Okay. We don't need to hug the surface for as long. We can take a pretty straight line to get down. We want to overscan some things on the way. Maybe we don't need a safety base. I've got the reinforced tank. Or reinforced suit, rather. And 2 massive oxygen tanks. So I probably don't actually need a safety base. If the dragon just straight out eats me, then that's a death. That's an insta-kill, even with reinforced suit, I'm fairly sure. But he'd have to catch me first. You can generally avoid being eaten. The problem is generally the... hey, another time capsule. Is this big fireball, but I won't take as much damage from that because of the suit. Rarest, apparently. Let me guess, it had... Enjoy this rare sea crown. Well, it didn't have it because that's a protected item, I guess. You're not allowed to have that. That's a cool base. Seems just a sea crown is not allowed to be in a time... That or it rotted, I guess. We'll just say that it rotted. That makes sense. Maybe we gather enough... There is limestone down here. Oh, that's shale. There is limestone down here, but it's not there. We gather enough stuff to make a safety base anyway. Oh, spinefish, I need you.
New creature discovered.
Especially when I keep going slow because I'm checking my blueprints. What did you give me? Oh, single bed, okay. Only 1 though, interesting. Normally fish give you 2 blueprints, so interesting that he only gave you 1. Now, I just go straight for the, whatchamacallit, straight for the thermal plant. Hopefully get my nickel along the way. I've got enough O2 in this tank to get me all the way down, and then I've got another 3 minutes of oxygen from my second ultra high capacity tank, so I really shouldn't need a safety base. If I do, I've done something really wrong. Which is not impossible. It is in fact highly likely, but we'll see how we go. Past Casper. Don't get any special things from the DZ's research facility, so we ignore that on this run. This isn't a all achievements run. Let's see if we can find some potatoes. Also, magmarang. And I only get a chance. Swap tanks. Okay, 3 minutes. Okay, invisible wall. Interesting. Top of the, almost pushed me into the lava. But yeah, that was interesting. It does happen sometimes, you get weird invisible walls. Potato, number 1. Excellent. 2 more. And an eye. I've probably got time to check our... Drop him and check our blueprints. Laser cutter, okay. Cool. Laser cutter and nuclear waste disposal, alright. Well, it wasn't what we wanted, but... And for nickel and red eye, both of them very hard to spot. We do have a backup for nickel at least, but red eye, only place you can get it in the inactive club. Actually, it's probably in the active club too. We probably do have more opportunities. Potato! Only got 100 seconds to get all the way in, which is more than what we normally have. Aye. Excuse me. Where did it go? There. Good. Okay, here's our third nickel. Again, not that we're going to use it, but it's just kind of thematic that we normally need it, so I want to get it. Alien containment and... something else? Don't know, but we have alien containment, not that we need it. We still don't have the shield generator. That's the main thing we're after. Now we have the nervous bit where we go past the dragon, but we do have the reinforced suit, which means we should be pretty impervious to his attacks. So he would have to directly eat us, which means he'd have to basically click through the wall and chomp on us, because otherwise we get the chance to dodge. I'm tempting fate an awful lot by saying exactly what he'd need to do, because he can and will clip through the wall sometimes. No, he moseyed around the other side, so we should be safe. There's an eye right there.
Volcanic rock, which has formed in this area, can be carbon.
So we need to grab 2 kyanite on our way through. Oxygen actually tighter than I thought. With all of those distractions and checking my PDA. We're not going to go for that kyanite. We're going to fill up on our oxygen first. Well, we had exactly what we needed. So, what's the other one? Oh, it's just we hadn't cleared that, I guess? Yeah, okay. Seems the II only gave us one thing. Oh. Well, like I said, I need 2 kyanite to make a blue tablet. So I need that now. Then I'll need 4, theoretically. So he's shooting at us from outside. So we pick up the blue tablet. Let's check. And it saves us having to make 2 of them. Normally that gives you the recipe. We already have it.
Come here to me.
And second check. Normally this gives you the ion battery and the ion power cell. Again, we already know it. But it's the 2 checks from it that we care about. We don't mind the floor just randomly disappearing. So, did that give us anything useful?
Integrating new PDA data.
Scanner room HUD chip. Wow.
Powered blueprints from alien data. Blueprints.
And wall shelves. I'm so glad. So, we still need the shield generator. But again, theoretically, I think that could be something that the rocket unlocks. That I would then need the components of to make the next step of the rocket. before we get there, let's unlock the storyline segment. So, we still need to make it through to the PCF and disable the gun.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Blue tablet. And I still need 4 kyanite, 3 sulfur. I'm just gonna ditch that. I don't need a backup tank anymore. Didn't to start with, if I'm perfectly honest. I'm not making the hatching enzyme. So yeah, 4 kyanite, 3 sulfur. It's going to be kind of tricky to take a death walk. Let me out. It's hard to dolphin dive out of there for some reason. Not sure why. Something to do with how the surface is on that water segment. Back we go. So, yeah, 4 kyanite, 3 sulfur. Here we go the back way. Then we want to take some lava damage or something in order to be able to do a bit of death warp. Fall damage is going to be an issue. Because I have the big suit on. I just have to take a couple of extra jumps. Well, that's what I get for the extra safety at this point, I guess. We can just skim across the lava on the way to the PCF if we need to. So it's 2 kyanite. Surely I'll get 2 more on the way out of here. There's 1. And in fact there's 2 hiding around there. And I bet there'll be 2 directly on my path later anyway. We also need 2 more sulfur after that one. There's 1. We're bound to get more going through the lava lakes. Yeah, 1 more sulfur. Again, not actually going to use it, but I can hear a dragon. Oh, hello. Good. See, if he does the small fireball barrage like that, that's what you really want to bait him into doing. And then after they attack, they inevitably zoom away for a while before coming back. So you have a bit of a cooldown period to make your escape. That's what you have to do with this dude in the lake area, because he will catch you very quickly otherwise. O2 should be fine. You can normally get there using just a high capacity tank, I'm fairly sure. But we did deviate a little bit. That's if you take a completely straight line and you don't mess about. Oh hi, hello dragon. Maybe we won't need to dip into the lava if you're there. Again, case of just... no, he's not even interested in us. Okay. That's also fine. And otherwise, you just hope that he does a easy to dodge attack. Yeah, he's just not bothered. Okay, how much lava damage do we take? God, it goes slow with this suit on. Okay, well that might be enough to then take a death warp jump. We could also take the suit off, I guess. It's the other option. Whee. 1 blue tablet. Ah. It's so noisy coming in here. Is that absolutely necessary? So we have a couple of extra ion cubes on us, or should do, yep, so we can shortcut the whole loop in here and go straight down to the hatching platform. Theoretically, we could die here and, like, go back to our base outside after hatching things. We don't even need her to open the
Others
portal.
came here once. They built these walls. They
But opening the
begged
portal
for
is
love.
actually a check in and of
They
itself.
bored me. Now they're gone.
So we're not going to hatch things immediately because there is a very small soft lock chance
We are curious.
if they get
whether
locked
you
into the
swim
animation of when
or
things hatch.
fight against it, as they did.
Then they don't come over and blow this away, which is cool.
My young need to
Now we've got
hatch,
the big
to
long
play
thing. Yes, come on.
outside this
Good,
place.
good. Yeah, you skipped
We
that
have
bit for
been
some reason and came
so
right here.
long.
She got very confused.
The
Her movement
others
is
built
very
a
strange
passage
sometimes.
to reach the world outside. I asked them for this freedom.
Blow the sand away?
They could not hear me.
Now, while you're
If
doing
you
that, I can
help
hatch
us,
things.
I will give you freely what the others tried in vain to take.
And then we hatch things. And now we do this. And now she teaches us the hatching enzyme, which will be something else. I'm hoping it's the shield generator. Here we come. Already here. We cure ourselves. Voila. We can now proceed with the rest of the game. So the only thing we need to do now
My young can leave this
is listen to her.
place. But first they must feel the time is right and break free of their shells. This is what the others could not force from
So what did that give me?
you.
Not
I give this
what I
secret
wanted.
willingly.
Big surprise. What did I actually get from that? It's a really good question, actually. What's the blueprint that's unlocked? Hello? Oh, Seamoth Perimeter Defense System. Wow. That's what she had the secret of. Okay, so we now need to... This is empty now. Yes, except for that, which I don't care about. Deconstruct the hatch. Probably dropped the wrong things there, to be perfectly honest, but generally titanium's easier to get because you just need to overscan things. I'm not sure if the jump will be enough to take me out in one. I don't need the extra tablets. Don't trust myself on that jump there. If you're doing this on the current patch, jumping is useless. But on this version... Oh, I don't have the purple tablet there. Okay, so we do need this one to get into there. I forgot to grab that earlier. Of course, because normally we don't unlock the blue tablet in a normal run. And I've just forgotten glitchless strat, it seems. Seek fluid intake means we're going to run slightly slower now, which is a bit annoying. Never mind. Almost timed it well. Just a little bit slow on that one. So, we're not actually done yet. Just checking any messages. We still need to know how to make the shield generator. So, we've got a little bit more foraging to do for blueprints. But we can start building the rocket on the off chance that that's part of what I need. I shouldn't have dropped the titanium earlier because I'm dying in a alien base. I actually keep my materials anyway. Whatever. Down we come. So we're on the far side from where any radiation is, which is nice. We do need to just collect a bunch of titanium though, because we were not doing that earlier. I still have a ton of stuff in my inventory too, don't I? Yes. on this, we can now dump all of these, which we're not going to even use most likely because of the vagaries and how things work with the randomizer. We are going to need some lubricant as well as metal. And let's just focus on getting a bunch of salvage first. So minimum gonna need 3 ingots. We'll worry about the rest later if we need it. We could make a radiation suit at this point and just head to the Aurora. There are a couple of checks there. But that's a long way to go for just a couple of checks. It does start to get to the point at this tail end of the run that we are very tempted to get hints on what we actually need to do. We technically don't have a hint system, but I can just check the spoiler log and just see where do I need to go for the shield generator. Because it might still be something that is like soft locked. It might be locked behind something that is inaccessible. Not quite ironed out all of those just yet. But it also might be part of the constructables for the rocket. So we should just go through due diligence. There's a few other things that I haven't checked yet. I can now make the laser cutter at least, actually. So I should take that out and one of the empty batteries and those two. So we can now make the laser cutter. Cool. Power cell. Chuck those in there for now. So, we put that there for now, maybe. No, that there. Because if we go to the Aurora, one, we're going to need a radiation suit. Let's just assume that I'm going to end up at the Aurora. Take off all of these. I can't put them in there yet. You know what? Let's make just a wall locker to put our old stuff into. We'll keep the rebreather on us still. I'll put those in there. Rebreather might come in handy still, depending on where else we go. In fact, let's just put that on still for now. Because we might dip under 100 meters going this way. Not that it matters, we've got a massive oxygen tank, but still. So we'll grab some salvage and a bunch of that to make a bunch of lubricant. That. Technically, I think we still need one more teeth, one more tooth, one more thute. But I've just stolen all of your metal, so I guess we go elsewhere. Because yeah, normally you would need 4. 3 for the Cyclops, 1 for the cockpit. We don't intend to make either, because we shouldn't have to, but just in case. What do you do? Oh, inventory's full anyway. Do you pick up something? You're just hungry, it seems. Let's just drop those. Oh, that was contraband anyway. Gonna go after it? No, no you're not. Oh, tooth. There we go. Cool. Don't need to worry. Excellent. And I can't pick up another thing, so I can't actually grab that other metal salvage yet. Never mind, so let's just make all the lubricant. I think I've got way too much. I only need like 3, I think, and I picked up way too much. Yeah. We'll make it anyway, why not? Just dump it outside if we need to. Chuck it in a wall locker. In we go. So, lubricant. A lubricant.
Is a the construction of vehicles and power plants.
Titanium and mobile vehicle bay. Which we need 4 of those, and oh, we need another computer chip, don't we? I think. Which means we need a... Oh, we have a gold there already. We need all of the normal materials for that. Everything else, who the hell knows? We need to pay attention when we make things is the other thing. So, that's the interesting thing with this. So, we've got a clear blueprint slate at the moment. We can theoretically make the rocket platform above the kelp. Fairly sure. Just does it based on a map. Should be far enough away. Yep, there we go. So now when this completes, we will get another blueprint. And because we're just substituting the blueprints at an early stage, what that means is that regardless of what the console on the platform actually says, and what the gantry says in our blueprints list, it's actually going to require something else. So what it unlocks is actually going to be the requirement. Bioreactor. Okay. So bioreactor needs a lubricant, wiring kit, and 3 titanium. We have all of those. So that is what it takes to make the gantry. Fun, right? So, lubricants, wiring kit, and 3 titanium. And now, when we go back up here, it'll look like it needs a lubricant, a plasteel ingot, and a copper wire, I think. Something like that. But it'll actually take the bioreactor materials out of my inventory. There you go, you can see them disappear from my inventory. So when that finishes, that will now give us our next clue. Or has it already given it to us? Prawn depth module. Is that what it needs? We'll see if it unlocks another one after this completes. Because it might have been something that we made. But if that's that, then that's kind of funny. We'll need 2 rubies for that and a plasteel ingot. But we have the nickel, which is nice, already. So yeah, so that hasn't unlocked anything new. So that was Prawn Suit Depth Module Mark 1. So that's kind of fun. So I need 2 rubies and a plasteel ingot. Okay, so rubies, we've got to go south again. Let's put that back there because I'm going to get some more fish. There was no creep vine there. Sure, I'll eat you too. Whatever. So 2 rubies. Where's the best place for that? I guess just the blood kelp trench, actually. So it's amusing that we are actually going to use the nickel that we collected. And a couple of those. So we need more titanium as well. I guess we collect that on the way too. So let's just leave these in here for now. And just get 2 rubies and 9 titanium, just in case we need more ingots. It's better to have and not need. But who knows what else might be required. We've already got the nasty stuff unlocked, I think. Have we got Prawn Suit unlocked? Yes, we've got Prawn Suit unlocked, so it can't be that. That would be funny. But who knows what else it might be. If it's engine, like the shield generator, if it unlocks a shield generator, then it'll need the materials that would normally be used to construct it in order to make it, which is funny. Which we already have, I'm fairly sure. Got polyaniline. Got advanced wiring kit. Can't remember what else it needs. Power cell, we've got one of those. So we're pretty sorted if that does come to pass. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It's light enough, I don't need the light on now. 5. While we're going this way, actually, I'm gonna go down and visit Burger King Foot Lettuce. Because that, okay, I still have the... I should have kept my reinforced suit on for this in that case. That data box in his wreck is the one for the reinforced dive suit, which, hey, might be the shield generator, we just don't know. Like, theoretically, we can complete the rocket without the shield generator because of the way that it's unlocking. But thematically, I would like to have unlocked the blueprint. I probably won't enforce that on myself if we get to that point. I'm doing a little bit of due diligence. If we get to the point of it being one or the other, then I will just finish the game. It'll be nice to actually have the credit rave for a change. So there's usually a data box outside as well, but it's something we already know. I think it's like the lightweight tank or something. Oh, the radiation suit data box is not here, which means we already know what it is. So nothing consequential, apparently. Okay, so it wasn't that. Oh, we returned to base. We can pick up a little bit more salvage along the way if we so wish. And if we want, we can, when we're waiting for the next rocket stage, we can check the spoiler log, or while we're waiting for the cockpit to create or something, we can see what the shield generator was or would have been. Could also theoretically just go into the Aurora and see, but I'd like to know whether or not it's worth spending that time.
30 seconds.
It's an interesting little logic puzzle, that's for sure. The weather's got terrible again. It's firing up for a bit before. So we've got enough space for a couple more salvage if we want it. For some reason I thought I counted out that I had enough for another couple as well. Seems I'm bad at counting. Not ideal for this game. Okay, no more free salvage on the way, so we just go straight back. Yeah, so we need to make a plasteel ingot still, so we can't make that on the way, unfortunately. We might also just need more loose titanium, so I shouldn't turn everything into ingots immediately. We'll make at least 2 ingots anyway. Those 3 out, 2 of those, turn 1 into a steel ingot. Still got a little bit of loose stuff. Got 2 other ingots if we need them. Let's see what the next stage is. It'll be some weird fish that I have to go way out of my way from, probably. So it did use 3 nickel. And what do we have now? Cooked peeper. Are you serious? Okay. I'll get a peeper then. Now, crucially, it's not the cooked peeper that it needs, it's just the peeper that it needs. So let's just catch a raw peeper and feed it to the machine to make some fuel reserves. Une peeper. Funny. Okay, so... yep, plasteel ingot, crystalline sulfur, kyanite, and 2 ion power cells. We haven't actually made the ion power cells, but we'll feed it a peeper. Okay. That didn't look like it unlocked anything for me, though. So that's confusing. So we might still be stuck, because it might not have actually unlocked the next step for me. Or it could have been a duplicate. And in which case, if it was something we already knew about, then we're just going to have to check, like, the spoiler log. Because it won't be that. Like, I know for a fact it won't be that. And we still don't have the shield generator. It didn't give that to me. So I'm just going to quickly pop over to the spoiler log. Okay. All the way to the bottom. Rocket 4 unlocks cooked Gary fish. Okay, so we need a Gary fish. Brilliant. A peeper and a Gary fish for the last 2 segments of the rocket. So let's see if that works. But I already knew what cooked Gary fish was, interestingly. So I'm actually gonna... I'll search and see what else gave me that. Or why I know that. We'll do that while it's building. And I'll take a look and see what the shield generator was meant to be. To see whether or not we were actually blocked on that, or if we were just lazy. We might have just been lazy. But because we don't actually need it, I'm not going to go hugely out of my way. Gary fish? Yeah, Gary. Brilliant. Okay, so free the cursor again. So, what else gave cooked Gary fish? Decoy module was cured Gary fish. Rocket 4 is the only thing that shows up as unlocking cooked Gary fish. But we already knew it. Now, is it because it didn't substitute it? So... It's always so loud. So did picking up the Gary fish just give me Gary fish, perhaps? Cyclops shield module. Oh, we were going to be blocked again on that. Okay. The exosuit claw arm fragment. So that's the little claw arms that you see, that there's 1 out of 25. There's like 4 on the map, and it says 25. So that was the shield module, which we should have scanned at the underwater island while we were there, and then we would have known. We just spawn it in here. So if we just go, well, maybe not looking straight up yet. Let's go here, spawn exosuit claw arm fragment. No, is that not how to... Is that not what it's called? That is what it's called. It's weird how it doesn't let you spawn them in. I need to put it into my inventory, and then I can drop it. And then I can scan it. It's weird, because it does have a prefab. Who knows? Anyway. Yeah, so 1 out of 20. Shield generator, 1 out of 20. Okay, so we were never getting that. Oh well. That's cool. I'm going to go get the credits. So we didn't have to go to the Aurora. I'm curious, what was the... actually, I can look it up while the credit... Well, the cutscene's playing anyway. And see what the Aurora checks would have given me. Just out of curiosity. It's always fun. It's just as fun to see what gave you things as it is to see what would have given you things. Okay, so I need to do this. I should have brought a flare with me. You can shortcut the animation by throwing a flare. That's fine. Hey, we'll actually get to finish one of these. Now that we know what the rocket logic is doing, we can actually finish it. It's a bit broken, but it's kind of funny. I mean, if it was cooked magmarang, then we would have had to go out of our way still. So you're not shortcutting things too much. You just never know what it's going to give you. I guess that's the excuse of you just want to know how to build as much of the rocket as you can early, and make it as early as you can, and like keep track of what is required. So that way, if it is something like a spinefish or something, then you know, and you can collect it in order to have it when you need it. Let's actually launch the rocket for a change. Voila. Lovely. We're just going to let that play out. Take a look at the spoiler log for other things. So, gold.
On your command, Captain.
Aurora Ring Room Terminal 2,
9,
Sea Glide, and Sonar Module, Seamoth Sonar Module. So nothing useful.
2, 1.
So the Gary Fish thing is weird.
Caution. Approaching orbital debris field. Orbital debris field clear. Performing gravity turn maneuver. Confirm destination coordinates. Nearest interstellar phase gate. Engaging ion boosters in 3, 2, 1.
What is a wave without the ocean? A beginning without an end. They are different, but they go together. Now you go among the stars, and I fall among the sands. We are different, but we go together.
Very nice. And that'll do. No full credit, Rafe. Thank you very much for watching. That was Rando. We've actually finished one now that we know how to decode the rocket logic. So that's nice. And yeah, we're going to keep doing these because they're fun. And yeah, see you next time.